Hello, so this is Youzign 2, and what I want to do is really focus in on what's compelling about it and try to skip over the kind of obvious stuff that you would normally expect. Now, as I'm introducing this, I'm just going to quickly kind of show you some different designs here just so you get a sense of how professionally designed these are. And this is really, they're uncommon, and this is one of the strengths of Youzign, has been from the beginning. It's, if of all the tools that claim to be a Photoshop killer, the reason why Youzign is it does have all the kind of basic features that you would expect to have, but it also just is very good with not making you start from scratch. You have a lot of designs to start from, and they are very professional and very well made. And so that's one of the compelling aspects. Now, another thing that I really like, I'm going to go ahead and use this example as an image here, and really in this case, one of the things I'll look at this is a very nice feature. It tells me, hey, I was working on another design, and it's telling me, hey, do you want to save that? And I really like that it does that. Now it comes into this design and it tells me to save it, so I'm just going to do soccer image, and I would normally remember what the size is. I'm Facebook ad small, so I know that Facebook add small. Okay, so that way I know, because typically you'd want to take one design and do some variations on it, especially if you were doing ads, Facebook ads and online ads and so forth. Now this is a little slow. It's probably slow because there's a lot of people on here, but that's a feature that I want to highlight, and that is you can not only do a web version of this, but it also has a desktop version and a mobile version. So the desktop version, for example, suffers less from having a lot of people using it at once. Now, as you go through the normal after the launch week, it gets more normal usage for the online version, which is the version I use the most commonly. Now that I'm inside of here, it's got all the stuff that you would expect. You've got, undo, which is definitely excellent and uncommon in some of these online tools. Locking, I really like and use that a lot. One of the features I really like is the erase background feature, and it comes in really handy with one of the things that they added that is just really super compelling, and that is the Pixabay and Stock Unlimited integration. So Stock Unlimited is a stock site. You pay $7.50 a month if you were doing an annual thing, so it's about $100 a year, but this is built right into it. So for $27, a one-time fee, by the way, instead of Photoshop's $50 a month, it really is that makes it super compelling right there. But Pixabay is also pictures, pardon me. So I'm going to click on this, and I'll just show you real quick just a demo of this. One of the things I really like about it. So I can search whatever I'm looking for. I just chose Apple, A in the alphabet, and I'm going to click on this one, and notice that it's got the brown here, but the erase background feature just makes that irrelevant. You can quickly come in here and you basically draw the green area and what you want to keep, and the red area and what you want to remove, and very quickly you can see that it just masks that out, and boom, it's ready to use. And so I really find that a very compelling feature because, again, the thing that was strong about Youzign from the beginning was I didn't have to start from scratch. I can start with something very professional and nice, make it my own quickly. They have, of course, these built-in art images, and they are very good quality. And you definitely are not getting the kind of stuff that feels like it was taken from a free site or something like that. They're very well made, but they're limited. Now our Power Vector bonus adds millions of different possibilities, but with Pixabay and Stock Unlimited, you really it's gonna be rare that you're not gonna find something that you can bang out your design with super fast, and that is what I've always liked about this. Now I'm going to show you one more feature that I really like about this as well, and that is that you don't have to, a lot of times I take one design and I make many designs out of it, again, as I mentioned earlier, and for some reason it's not letting me go home here. There we go. And so I can use this one, for example. Let's say that this one, I believe it's a Facebook ad size or something like that. Or a YouTube cover, and you can see it's a little slow right now because there is a lot of people using it, again accentuating the great fact that you can use this on a desktop application or the mobile application also. But here what I was trying to say was it's got a dimension of 640 by 360. I think that's like a YouTube, or I don't know. So I think some sort of cover thumbnail image. And but I don't, so say I don't want that, say I want a custom size. Now you can change it to all these different pre-existing sizes. But for instance, I see one here that I don't want to. I'll say I want to do an avatar. I can't remember the name of it, but the picture that shows you your icon on Facebook, and I know that that's a 180 by 180 image. I'm not using the name of it correctly, but so I know that I can go in here and I can change it, and quickly just put this into position, and I can quickly have that custom image that I've decided that I needed. And I can't predict what that is now, which for you, but the point is it can be anything. So they have a lot of things that are just designed to go ahead and do quickly, business cards, postcards, all that kind of stuff, which is fantastic. But you can also do anything that you come up with that you need, and take an existing design and convert it to that. And that is something that I find real strong. Once I've got that, I can save this as I can say, okay, skateboard Facebook cover, or no, it's not cover, it's avatar, whatever. There's a name for that, I know. And I like to name it like that because this is a strong feature of Youzign, the ability to go back and do any of the images that I've already done and utilize them to make variations or to make edits and so forth. And Photoshop is one of those things that has like 10 that it recognizes from the past. And then if you've done something a couple months from ago, you've got to hunt it down. And that's just not the case in Youzign. So even though Youzign doesn't have all of the features of Photoshop, it has a lot. One last thing to show is all these different filters you can do, which are awesome as well. It has a lot of the features, but the most important thing is it really very intuitively focuses on the stuff you will use and makes it easy to get in and get out with your design, not have to be a professional. Photoshop has a big learning curve, and this doesn't have that. You can get what you need and get done and move on quickly, fast, and still have professional results. So that's why I use and recommend Youzign 2. I hope you enjoy using it as much as I do.